Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Urvashi Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication from Jagannath University, Jaipur. This is in continuation with our course Writing for Media, and in this session we'll be discussing different writing formats. So let's start with the session. Now, some of the basic writing formats include essay writing. Now, essay can be defined as a literary composition on any subject, which is a written composition that gives expression to one's own personal ideas or opinions on the same topic. One should keep following things in mind for writing an essay. First of all, like all other forms of writing, research is the backbone of a good essay. So, research is a method for gathering information one requires to write an essay. When doing research, make sure you are clear regarding the topic, the purpose of your write up, the target reader for whom you're writing the essay, and what you as a writer want to achieve through your essay. You can use library or internet and also refer to various work done by the other writers to gather facts and information. When you look at the work done by other writers, it gives you an idea on how they have treated the topic. It also helps you to understand the various angles that they have used for writing on that particular topic. It also helps you to understand the information gap that exists so that you can come up with an essay that fills in the information gap on the topic. Next is analysis. What do you mean by analysis? Analysis means weighing the information. What do? You look for facts which are related to your topic, which is relevant to your angle of developing an essay, which answers the question that you want to answer through your essay, and which is related or giving enough proof that support your angle or your point of view or your thought regarding that particular topic. And it also helps you to come up with an examples which substantiate what you want to convey through your essay. After this, you do a brainstorming. Now, brainstorming is a group activity. You sit with people and you start talking about the topic, and you start jotting down the various ideas which are given by the various group members. Now, when you start jotting out the topic or points related to the topic, your idea becomes much more clear. Now, such discussions, once the brainstorming session is over, you have jotted down all the points that came from different members of the group. You are now able to exactly understand what is the new angle that you can give to your essay. It helps you to filter out information. It helps you to think and discuss and achieve clarity in your thought and expression. So it is very important to do the research. Once you have done the research, analyze that research, and then go in for a brainstorming session in order to get more clarity on the topic you want to write upon. Outline. Do a free writing, which means develop a blueprint for your essay so that you don't miss out on the points that you wish to stress upon. Free writing or an outline or giving the structure to your write up is very important. It helps you to categorically point out or list down or jot the important points that you want to include and how you will link them. So your introduction is very clear what you want to talk in introduction, just jot it down and then weave the sentences around those ideas. Now you come to the development. exactly you know which evidence, which examples, which facts to use, so that your essay appears very informative, it appears very clear, and it appears very believable to your reader. Now we come to introduction. Now, introduction of the topic has to be such which grabs the attention of the reader. Regarding introduction, you can also refer to the other video in Writing for Media, which talks about different types of lead or intro. It will give you an idea that you can begin with a question, or you can begin with a statement, or you can directly connect with the reader by using the word you, so that they get involved in the write up, they get involved in the essay. You can also say come up with a descriptive kind of a lead where you are describing the situation or a person or a product or a thing, and then you can then go down to the main idea of your essay. Now next is the body. What you should keep in mind. Now developing your idea in the body is very important. Whenever you're writing an essay or any piece in media, it is very important that you develop it. You have grabbed the attention. Now in order to retain your readers, it is very important that the body is matching what you're saying in your introduction. So, whatever you have said in the introduction, whatever you have introduced in the introduction, the topic, the cause, the social issue, or the idea, it has to be substantiated in your body. But question arises how? Here, your research plays a very important role. List down the facts which support your idea. Take the say use the direct quotations or attribute the source, right, who has a similar take as you in the idea. Come up with contradictory points so that you can support your idea with proper evidence. So use examples, use facts, use attributions in order to make your body interesting and make your body a good piece to read. Then we come to conclusion. Conclusion be must not be just a summary. It should be much more than that. How can you do it? You can perhaps end with a quotation that matches the idea of your write up to conclude, or you can say introduce a call of action wherein you want your readers to think about the essay which you have written, think about the topic on which you're talking, and then it compels them to take an action, or it motivates them to think about the topic or to change themselves, right? So the writer should be quick, use quick wrap up sentences to end the essay. One can use some memorable thoughts, expressions, quotations, or you can give an interesting twist to the logic or some call of action. Is there something you want your reader to walk away with? Let him or her know exactly what. Now we look at another format of writing, which is letter writing. Let me ask you, how many of you have written letter? Not lately though, because now the letters are being replaced by emails. But letters have their own flair. And now let us understand what is a format of writing a letter. A letter can be defined as a means of written communication which is addressed to a single person or a group of persons. It is used to be the primary means of communication. On this basis of purpose, it can be classified as formal or informal letter. Informal letter. Informal letter is also known as personal or a friendly letter, and it is often addressed to family, friends, and relatives. It is usually written in a conversational and a friendly manner. Now let us look at some of the tips for writing informal, personal, or friendly letter. Since it's a friendly letter which is addressed to family and friends who are addressed without their surnames and prefixes and prefixed as dear father, dear son, dear Tom, etc. When addressing a friend or relative who are elder to the sender, they are generally addressed as Shri, Mr., etc. Subscription varies according to the relationship one shares with the receiver. You can write your affectionately, your affectionate son, etc. In concluding letters to friend or acquaintances whom you address as Shri or Mr., you should use the word sincerely, which may precede by with kind regards, yours sincerely, ABC. Sincerely should not be used in beginning with the formal dear sir, after which the proper word of subscription is faithfully or truly. Now this is a format. First you write the address of the writer, which is followed by the date. Then there's a salutation. It can be dear Tom, dear Harry, dear mom, dear dad, right? Then you write the body of the letter. And then there is a subscription at the end. Your loving son, your dear friend, right? So this way you can end the letter. If we talk about formal letter, then the address of the writer, the address of the company, then you have a subject line which talks about what is the main idea around which you're writing that particular letter, right? Now date is above the subject line, and then there's a salutation, all right, and subscription would be yours sincerely, warm regards, right? So this way you write a formal letter. Now we come to formal letter. Formal letter is usually addressed to people we don't know very well, haven't met them, or those who are in authority. It gives information, expresses concern, make a request or complain. It uses polite yet formal style. It is written clearly and to the point. Tips for writing formal, personal or friendly letter. Jargons and abbreviations should be avoided. Full address and date of the writer should be mentioned clearly. It should also include inside address, which is typed 2 or 6 lines below the heading, which mentions the name and full address of the recipient. The surname of the addressee should be used in salutation like Mr. Sharma, dear Shyam Singh, etc. The body must consist of well organized information so that reader can grasp immediately what you want. It should be clear and direct. Leave double space below the body. Next format is journal writing. Journal writing is simply means diary writing, which is a personal record of experience, occurrences, and self-reflection, which are a regular feature written in a diary. The main aim of diary entry is to come back to the same date and feel nostalgic about it and relive that particular moment. Steps for writing journal. Make sure what is the purpose of diary entry, what exactly you wish to write. It must reflect emotions, situations, and thought of a writer, and is not an account of your daily routine. It focuses on your achievements and experiences during the day, not on daily chores. Next is report writing. A report is defined as a systematic, well organized document which analyzes a subject or a problem. It includes sequence of events, significance of event or facts, evaluation, discussion, conclusion, and recommendation. A report is accurate, concise, and well organized. Now, since we are doing media writing, we'll be focusing on writing a news report. So, news report writing follows an inverted pyramid structure. Let us understand this. Inverted pyramid style is a journalistic form of writing in which the important facts of a news story are placed at the top of the pyramid, and the rest of the details are arranged in decreasing order of importance. The structure of pyramid has a broad base at the top, and it is tampers toward its end. The story, which is written in inverted pyramid structure, has a broad base at the top and it tapers towards the end. The first paragraph, intro or lead, which is represented by broad base at the top, constitutes the most important part of the story. It is newest, most unusual, most interesting, and most significant, and is told clearly and simply. Second paragraph contains full explanation of all the details. The most newsworthy part of the story will be written nearest the top of the story. The latter part of the story, the tampering point of inverted pyramid, contains the details which is helpful but not essential. Why is inverted pyramid so important? This journalistic form of writing is designed for speed as most important facts which a reader must know is placed at the top, followed by the lesser and the least important facts. In other words, the reporter puts the climax in the beginning, which grabs the attention of the reader. Let us now understand how inverted pyramid structure is helpful for readers, reporters, and editors. For readers, they can easily skim the top of a story and know they have read the most important information. For editors, they can just cut down the bottom of the story and know they are still saving the most important part for the readers. For reporters, they have an easy way to organize their thoughts from most important to least important. According to Daniel, a journalist of Guardian, in inverted pyramid method, one should keep in mind that lead should not be more than 35 words. Otherwise, it gives a bad impression. So, in this particular segment, we studied about what are the essentials for writing a good essay. Then we discussed different types of letters, formal and informal, which was followed by report writing and journal writing. Now, all these writing formats we use in our day-to-day life. If we keep these tips and points in mind on how to write effective essay, letters, journal entry, and news report, it will help us to come up with an effective write-up. Thank you.